Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. We got Bitcoin here on the daily, still trying to push up against those sellers. Right now, Bitcoin trading at 94.27. And you can see a little bit of negative pressure here, but not too much. It's still looking like we're moving sideways. Can't get up past that $10,500 mark. So a few days ago now, on June 11th, we did see a significant sell-off for Bitcoin, and that affected the rest of the crypto space. This is XRP on the daily. And yeah, you can see that here reflected in the XRP chart as well. Right now, XRP trading at about 191.191 cents. Market's still going sideways. We're still looking for a trend to either confirm a bullish rally or a bearish slide down. Guys, this is VET trading right now at 0.009 cents, so almost a penny, and it had come off its inter-year high of 0.013. Now trading down around here. So again, Bitcoin will essentially determine the fate of these altcoins. If we see downward momentum, chances are we will see alts going down. If we see upward momentum, chances are we will see alts moving upward. Although VET, you know, it's an interesting case here because VET hasn't really been following Bitcoin over the last little while. So it'll be interesting to see what VET does. Guys, I saw this from Matthew LINY here on Twitter. American Express. Yes, American Express, they are a Ripple partner, gets a license to start bank card clearing services in China. So this would make it the first foreign payments network to be allowed to process local currency transactions in one of the world's largest markets. The People's Bank of China granted a network clearing license to American Express's China joint venture, Express Hangzhou Technology Services, the central bank said in a statement on Saturday. The company, which won initial approval in 2018, is required to start the clearing service within 6 months, according to the statement. And guys, I don't know if you remember this, back from November 16th, 2017, this article, American Express and Santander team up with Ripple for cross-border payments via blockchain. So, a confirmed Ripple partner, making waves in China, which is an important section of the economy. The approval marks a win for the card giant amidst rising political tension between the U.S. and China. It underscores China's commitment to opening its $45 trillion financial markets this year in a bid to attract foreign capital and support growth. The bank card clearing network being built by the joint venture will process both online and offline payment transactions. The company will cooperate with the leading Chinese mobile wallet services provider, according to a statement from American Express. So, a Ripple partner making waves in China. This is good news. However, how much of the market share will they really have? The Chinese tend to like to keep things Chinese in terms of technology and many other facets of their economy. So will this have an impact, yes or no? It's an interesting question. There has already obviously been lots of American influence in China, and this is just another tentacle getting into the Chinese market, that of American Express, which we know is partnered with Ripple. We got this from the Daily Hodl, Crypto Milestone. People can spend Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP with first ever prepaid Mastercard in the US. So guys, BitPay just launched a prepaid Mastercard that lets US customers instantly convert their crypto into fiat without conversion fees. That's right. You can now do this in the United States. It's the first Mastercard prepaid card for crypto users in the US. In a press release, the Atlanta-based Bitcoin payment service provider says the BitPay card supports Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Ripple, and stablecoins, including USDC, Gemini Dollar, Paxos Standard, and the BINANCE BUSD. Cardholders can purchase crypto using the BitPay mobile app, says BitPay CEO Stephen Fair. The BitPay card offers new benefits and features for customers, making it easier to convert Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency into a spendable balance without currency risk. This is part of what's going to make crypto adoption, in my opinion, accelerate by leaps and bounds. This is what I think. If cryptocurrency, if it's as easy to spend your crypto as it is your dollars, why not use crypto as a hedge in order to hedge yourself against inflation, as an example, against typical fiat? And especially in this kind of case where you are not going to be exposed to those conversion fees, it's just a straight transfer. The card can be used for purchases anywhere Mastercard is accepted. Users can use it to withdraw cash even from ATMs. So again, great benefit for crypto hodlers now being able to use their crypto via a Mastercard, a prepaid Mastercard mechanism. And so now you can spend your crypto. So this begs the question, though, and this is probably why cryptocurrency regulations are very important and why the government wants to get them right, is if you put in, let's say, $1,000 into crypto in 2019 or 2018, And by 2020, 2021, that $1,000 investment now made you $500,000. So you have $500,000 sitting on the crypto exchange. And now you attach that to your BitPay MasterCard, and now you're spending the $500,000 how you wish with your prepaid MasterCard. The government won't like that because you're not paying taxes on your capital gains. So I'm sure there are limits to that. This is a prepaid MasterCard, so I'm sure there are limits to that. Many questions go along with this, and again, to the point of U.S. regulatory clarity, these are all issues that I'm sure the U.S. government is looking to resolve to make sure people pay their taxes, to make sure people aren't using crypto in ways that can thwart the IRS. Anyway, a great development for the United States. People who want to get one of these BitPay MasterCards can now use and spend their crypto wherever MasterCard is accepted. Guys, I saw this. Another one from the Daily Hodl. Top U.S. bank regulator says Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP solve many problems hindering legacy financial institutions. And we talked about this a couple of days ago now. Brian Brooks, the former chief legal officer at the cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase, is now leading the federal agency responsible for the largest banks in the U.S. So we did talk about this. And I clicked on the article here, this article that it was from, and I did a quick search for XRP. And guys, this is what I found here. So with regards to XRP, the article states, interestingly, Brooks is looking for decentralized networks in general. He cited Bitcoin, Ether, and XRP in particular. So that's really interesting. That's this gentleman here. For those of you guys who need a visual cue to jog your memory of who I was talking about the other day, Brooks expresses a deep understanding about differences between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, showing his crypto roots, though he mistakenly calls XRP Ripple. So some other things, guys. I'll link this Forbes article here. What I found interesting, though, was this. So I'm going to go back to the top here, and this Forbes article was written by none other than Corey Johnson. That's right. Corey Johnson obviously has some background on XRP, obviously worked for Ripple, is bullish on XRP, and yet, and I don't know what you guys are going to think about this, right at the bottom here, full disclosure, I once worked for Ripple, a blockchain company that sometimes uses XRP for cross-border payments in a fashion similar to SWIFT. At the time of this writing, I do not own XRP. So Corey Johnson does not hold a position in XRP at the moment, at least at the time of this writing, and this article was just published a couple of days ago, June 11th. So I don't know. What are your thoughts about that? Are you a little surprised? Do you think he sold his XRP position after he left Ripple, or do you think maybe he sold it recently so that he was able to, maybe take more jobs within the cryptocurrency industry and he did not have a stake in said cryptocurrency? Maybe he put it into someone else's name for all we know so that he could write a piece like this for Forbes and state legitimately at the time of this writing, I do not own XRP. Interesting questions to ponder. I want to know your thoughts, guys. Put it in the comments if you have an opinion on this. I want to keep moving along, though, guys. XRP Crypto Wolf posted this. The total supply of stablecoins has grown 94% since early February. Okay, interesting. The total supply of stablecoins has grown 94%. The total supply of issued stablecoins has grown 94% since early February, according to the block's research findings. In that time, the total supply grew from 5.68 billion to 11 billion during May. Those figures rose from 9.6 billion to 11 billion. As shown in the chart below, the vast majority of stablecoin growth has been in the form of Tether. And so here's 2020, the beginning of 2020 right here. And you guys can see the amount of stablecoins being printed has grown ultimately since the beer flu pandemic hit in and around Q1, we'll call it, of 2020. And could that be essentially because the Fed is just printing more dollars? Therefore, why not print more Tether, PAX, USDC, whatever the stable coin is? Why not print more? So as noted by the block's Larry Cermak, the surge in supply took place amid the global liquidity crunch resulting from the beer flu. It's not immediately clear whether the new supply comes from new demand or whether it is existing money that was already on exchanges and is now being converted into stable coins. And there is a report here with regards to those numbers, but you need to sign up for that, of course. So there's always been this kind of, I don't know if it's a moral dilemma or if it is a, how do we say, incongruency in thought with regards to how Tether should be, shouldn't be regulated, how much should be, shouldn't be printed based on the real supply of American US greenbacks that exist. The idea is it's a cryptocurrency. It's not a US dollar. It's just pegged to the US dollar. People need Tether and other cryptocurrencies like Tether, other stablecoins, in order to secure profits. Once they take profits off the table, they want to convert their XRP or their Bitcoin or what have you into a stablecoin in order for their profits to be safe. And the stablecoin is ultimately just a vehicle so that they can just get back into the crypto market quickly and efficiently. And so, there's this issue around how much Tether should not be printed, because if someone were to want to take their money out, there should be not any more Tether in existence than the amount of US dollars that exist in the world. That said, one could state, well, mostly, Tether is used just as that temporary hold of one's money in order to, use to get back in and out of the crypto market pretty much instantly. So does the number printed actually make a difference or not? I'm sure some of you guys have opinions on this as well. If you do, put it in the comments section. I'm curious to know, because I ultimately have just seen Tether as, no one's trading it. No one's trading stable coins to make money. So the supply shouldn't really matter. So long as there is enough for people to be able to get in and out of, it's more of a vehicle. It's more of a resting spot for your money before you decide to cash out or maybe get back into the market or what have you. So interesting to say the least that the supply has grown 94%. Now, that is a significant jump. I don't think the US Fed has printed 94% more dollars since the first quarter of 2020, although I don't know the numbers on that. Maybe somebody can get me those numbers if you guys have them offhand. Anyway, interesting to say the least. And guys, this from Martin Volk on Twitter. Martin's always sending me great stuff. Ripple's xCurrent saves up to 40 billion. Yeah, that's billion with a B. A year for Saudi Arabia's monetary authority. So we heard about this news just the other day, how the SAMA has recently decided to integrate with a Ripple product. The SAMA was in the news with regards to Ripple, and now it is reported that they are saving up to $400 billion a year following its decision to upgrade and modernize its payment system. The decision saw SAMA rope in Ripple and incorporated one of its three main solutions, the xCurrent, as a way of easing transactions between local banks and global counterparts. And their partnership started way back in February 2018. They signed a deal. And then finally, just recently, the global head of infrastructure innovation at Ripple in a statement said the SAMA's agreement proved that banks were beginning to accept the transformative effects of blockchain on remittance. So they are realizing blockchain, this is from Ray Dalio, they are realizing blockchain does have a place in remittance services. So they are currently on board with the benefits of blockchain and DLT technology. This from Pseudo Buddha, Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority and Ripple using xCurrent, savings of up to $400 billion per year. So a huge number. I did report on some of this, I believe it was last week, but the numbers are great. And, this isn't even using XRP. Could you imagine if they were actually utilizing XRP for some of these transfers? Of course, at this moment in time, clearly they do not see a need for it. So not using XRP. This is again just with the xCurrent software, but still great news. Guys, this from Matthew Lany, another one. The G20 is on board working together for a new global payment system. This from 2018. So you got to see where they've come from since then. The potential use, I'm just going to hit the highlighted points here. So what they are doing, they're working towards the potential use of established non-sovereign crypto assets, and they use Bitcoin as an example, as a substitute for domestic currency or as a transport between two sovereign currencies for cross-border transactions. So they use Bitcoin in this example, but of course XRP is a way better solution for this. The potential use of sovereign-issued crypto assets, also termed CBDCs, as a complement to physical coins, notes, and commercial bank money. The potential use of sovereign-use crypto assets as an alternative to physical cash, and the potential use of blockchain technology to provide secure, immutable records of account balances, transactions, and or inter-institution settlements. So the G20 working hard, and I believe I saw, what was it? I don't have it up here, guys. I do apologize. Oh, right. I think it was an article. No, it was a video with Kristalina Georgieva from the IMF, and she was on some kind of panel that had to do with the G20, and it was maybe with the Prime Minister of Italy. discussing how R3's Corda is now going to be the #1 service provider for all of Italy's payments within the country. They're going to use R3's Corda for 100% of the payments in the country. And I believe it was a G20 video or article or something like that. Anyway, don't quote me on that, guys. I don't have the article up here, so I don't want to misinform you on things. But just to this point here with the G20, Matthew Liny also pointed this out. This document from Ripple from January 2016. Ripple, a global leader in payment technology, appreciates the opportunity to comment on the global standard settings body and financial inclusion consultation document. We applaud the G20's global partnership for financial inclusion for focusing on this critical issue. Ripple believes the consultation document and related work efforts are crucial as the well-being of customers and the stability of the financial system are endangered when financial inclusion is not thoroughly addressed. So this addressed to somebody, Mira Valenzuela of the World Bank, but also mentioning the G20 in there. Interesting information, and I got to thank Matthew Liny for that. But I got to talk about this because David Schwartz was on Twitter and he was addressing the fact that XRP does not necessarily need to be used in some of these payment transfer infrastructures. And is that going to affect the price of XRP? So here's this next article from Michael at Val5Links on Twitter, and it was from U.Today, and so I'm going to get to the tweet in a second. So, in a new tweet, David Schwartz, the CTO of blockchain provider Ripple, has explained that the on-demand liquidity, or ODL solution, which allows conducting instant cross-border payments, can work without XRP infrastructure at all. Okay, do we like this? Do we not like this? Let's continue. So the executive claims that XRP could be used for providing the most impact when it comes to tapping into a ready supply of customers. So he says it is not necessarily, it does not necessarily need to be used, but it does provide the most impact when tapping into a ready supply of customers. Going to go to the original tweet here. Murad Toumi here on Twitter asks David Schwartz, hey Joel Katz, regarding the ODL implementation, is a DT necessarily attached to a single customer? Are DTs borrowed from the pool, and can they change customers? Can ODL work in certain cases without buying/selling XRP? For example, if the customer has a large reserve of XRP. So he continues down here, I haven't heard of an exchange doing anything other than binding a DT to a customer, though non-exchanges sometimes bind them to transactions and could reuse them. And then this piece here, ODL can work with a piece cut out. One piece could be cut out if the recipient will accept XRP. If both apply, it's just an XRP payment. David Schwartz continues, we choose to do fiat to fiat first for a few reasons, but the biggest one is that it can work with no XRP infrastructure at all, so could be deployed fastest. Then we could use XRP where it could provide the most impact with a ready supply of customers and payments to tap into. So Leonidas asks, we choose to do a fiat to fiat first for a few reasons. He's quoting David Schwartz here, but the biggest one is that it can work with no XRP infrastructure at all. Are you referring to RippleNet or ODL here? And AG brings up a good point here. AG believes he's talking about RippleNet. Then he added, then we could use XRP where it could provide the most impact. And this, he says, is ODL. First, you onboard customers, use the fiat to fiat system with RippleNet, then they can choose the better and efficient way to send value, which indeed is ODL. Brilliant. I never thought that a video I did 2 years ago would be so relevant that I would keep bringing it up time and time again. I did a video back in the summer, I believe, of 2018, and essentially what I outlined in that video is that Ripple is the drug dealer, and what they are essentially selling as their gateway product is xCurrent, which gets the customers hooked. And then once they're hooked on the savings and once they're hooked on the efficiency, then they move them on to the harder stuff, which is at that time xRapid, now rebranded as ODL. So same kind of concept here. This is at least how AG is explaining it on Twitter, and David Schwartz obviously suggesting that, yes, of course, it can work without XRP, but XRP can make it so much better for so many reasons in so many other types of circumstances. And guys, I stumbled upon this video. Somebody responded to one of my tweets and showed me a video of this guy here who has been in the crypto space since 2015. And yes, he sold 2 million XRP, and he's got some very, very sage advice for you guys. Okay, this video, I'm just going to play a couple of clips from this. This is from Cryptoparker on Twitter. He only has 46 subscribers, so guys, subscribe to his channel if you're interested in what he has to say. I sold 2 million XRP, and again, I'm just going to play a couple of clips from this because what he has to say is very, very important. I know it might not seem like it now, and it never does when we're in kind of a holding pattern, if we're in a bear market, if we're not seeing price rise immediately. But let me just play you this.
I had 2 million XRP at one time, right? Keep in mind, I've been in crypto since 2015. So I had 2 million and some odd thousand of XRP Ripple, right? Even back then, I knew like it was going somewhere because people kept talking about it like it's been in banks. They going after the banks and stuff like that, and I knew in my heart that I was gonna do something one day, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't have the patience to wait 2 years. You know how fast time go past, and I couldn't wait 2 years. I spent like maybe 2 million of them back then. That was like 1/10 of a cent. That was like 1/10 of a cent. So I maybe spent $200, $400, and I could have made 8 million. Think about that. That's how much money you can make in crypto. Just think about that, right? I bought something for under, let's say $500, right? And I could have made 8 million in 2 years.
Okay, I'm going to stop it there for a second. I'm going to show you a couple more clips here because he's got some great advice. He bought XRP in 2015. He said he spent a couple of $100 on his crypto. We can do the math, and he said he could have been a multimillionaire, and all he had to wait was 2 years. So he had 2 million and change, 2 million and some odd thousand XRP. And of course, had he sold, even not at all-time high, had he sold at, let's even call it $3.50, he would have had $7 million had he just waited 2 years. I don't know if he mentions it in this section, but he does say that he did sell his XRP, so he bought it at 1/10 of a cent, and he did sell some at 10 cents and some at 17 cents. Now, guys, we got to remember this was way back 2015, 2016. But the fact of the matter is you never know, and patience does go a long way. Let me bring it a little further down here, right over here.
Patience go like a real long way in crypto. You can get the fast money, okay? Say for instance, right, you buy something for $100 and then go up to $300, $400, okay, you're like, oh, I made some money. I'm selling all of it. Never sell all of it. That's another thing. Never sell all of it.
Another piece of advice, never sell all of it. We see a bull run happen and we get excited. We want to retire right away. We might see life-changing money there on the board. Well, nothing says you could sell, 70, 80%, 60%, whatever you think is good for you in the long run. But Cryptoparker even says here, never sell all of it because you will be kicking yourself down the road. One last bit here. Going to go see if I can find it here, right over here.
So that's my XRP story, man. That's my XRP story. Every day I think about it man, I could be a multi-millionaire. Because it's man, all because I wasn't patient. But I gotta, slap myself back into reality. Hey, I made good money, you know what I'm saying? I lived it up, so. But man, imagine if I had 2 million Ripple and sold it at the right time. You never know when to sell it though. So that's another thing. You never know when to sell it. When you make good money, you sell it. I made good money, so I sold it.
When you make good money, you sell it. And this is the other thing. You never know what the market will bring. You never know how high any cryptocurrency is going to go. There are projections out there. There are predictions, estimates. How high could Bitcoin go? What does that mean for other cryptos, right? Then we got the real world utility aspect that's going to take years. And we could see, a 3-4 digit XRP, but maybe not right now. Maybe right now in a bull run, we'll see $5 or $10. I don't know. We can do all the TA we want Ultimately, though, we are at the mercy of the crypto space. How much money will be poured into the crypto space, and where will people's decisions lie? I wanted to thank Cryptoparker. Thanks so much, buddy. Great advice, great input from somebody who's been in the crypto space since 2015 and saw their XRP go up to all-time high. Instead decided to sell at 10 cents, 17 cents after you bought at a tenth of a cent, which, you know, is still pretty good money. But if I were to choose one takeaway from this, it would be not to sell all your XRP all at once. Always keep some in your back pocket just in case the price continues to pump. And finally, guys, this from XRP Crypto Wolf. Mirroring the same sentiment, I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from non-successful entrepreneurs is pure perseverance. It is so hard. You pour so much into your life, into this thing. There are such rough moments in time, and most people give up. And you can look at this like an entrepreneurial experience, okay? You are investing in something, you are wanting to see it grow. Same thing as a business that one starts. You want to see it grow, you want to see it make money. Treat your XRP the same way. Have a plan, have patience, and you're bound to be successful. Anyways, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.